Cameraman starts early. I haven't even said the first words and already. Okay, now I'm getting Flip the Bird off camera. I need a camera to film him. You know, sometimes your actions can really affect people in ways that you can't understand. All right, we're here today checking out the new Morning Dream standalone milk steaming device. Now, I think this is the first standalone milk steaming device I've seen for home, apart from like crappy frothers, but this is the first like proper Steam One standalone that I've seen. And this machine even claims to be able to steam milk hands-free. Now, I've seen a few new models of machines coming out that claim to do it hands-free, like auto steaming, but they haven't been the best. They've been okay. But let's see if this one can deliver the goods. Two beautiful machines. Morning sent them. Shout out Morning. Thank you for these. We've got the black one and the white one. And they're pretty sexy. It's a good looking machine. It's kind of like got a modern design, but with touches of Art Deco. I actually have a master's in history and art design. I don't. But they look good. They've got water tanks here on the back that just kind of click in and out. The steam one is adjustable on the front, so you just move it around, as well as a little drip tray that just connects via magnets on the front. You can adjust everything on the top screen here. You can even adjust the steam pressure. So if you're a beginner, you can turn it down so it makes it a bit easier to maneuver. If you're a pro, just jack it up to 100 and go for broke. You can adjust the temperature. So the machine has an infrared laser built into the steam one that shoots into the milk. So it reads the temperature as you steam and then turns it off when you're ready. So you can pick that temperature and it will stop steaming once it reaches it. So you get it how you want it every single time.
Can you do milk types?
No, because it does it by temperature. So it just stops it when that's ready. Sorry, the cameraman, just with his genius input. Quiet! You can even pick your milk type. So you can pick dairy or you can pick alternative. And that's great because with different alternative milks, you might need a lower temperature or a lower steam pressure. For instance, with oat milk, it tastes better at a lower temp. It needs to texture for a longer time to get the right texture. So you turn down the steam pressure and that'll give you a little bit more time. But I found myself using the manual mode the most because you can just pick the pressure that you want and the temperature. So you make it exactly how you want it, perfect every time. Let's get some milk out and get steaming. I'm gonna turn this around for me so I can do it. And then we're gonna have a lovely overhead shot so all of you will be able to see at home because that's the magic of editing. We'll do dairy and then let's move on to oat after that, which is going to be more challenging. So we turn it on the screen. You can see we've got whole milk as a setting there. Pop your milk in and you'll even see there's a little laser there, which is going to measure the temperature of our milk as we do it. So for your steam one, you can adjust it here with the head. You can angle it, move it around. I'm going to put mine in between the center and the wall of the jug. So that's going to create a nice vortex as we steam. And then you simply press the button here, and this is a touch button, not the touch screen, so you have to push it down as you touch it. And now you can see that this device starts up really quickly. We're going to aerate at the start here, and once we've let in enough air, we can just lower that wand a little bit, and we just want to have it spin. Now we can see on the screen as we steam that the temperature is rising up, and we want to get that to about 65 degrees Celsius, so it's up to about 55. Let's test this out and put in a little thermometer. So 65 and it's turning off. So the laser works. Technology, out with the old, in with the new. You can get these little steamer things. So you just put it around there, wipe it down, and then it prompts you to purge. So you can just press the button. It also gives you a free face steam, which our cameraman Sam could use because it looks like he's breaking out a little bit. So Sam, if you want this on the next steam we do, feel free to come in. All right, now that looks pretty good, but does it pour? The magic question. I mean, it looks pretty silky. I mean, come on. That is the right temperature. That is exactly what you want to get. There's too many cafes. Like I know milk isn't meant to be scalding hot, but there are some that are serving the milk at like lukewarm. And you want it to start here so then it can just ease down. You can ease on into it. That's good. All right, we're back. Now everyone can steam dairy. It's time for one that's more challenging. A little bit of oat milk. Now when you steam oat milk, you do need to use like a barista style oat milk. They have different like protein and things added to them so they steam more like dairy. If you just steam a regular oat milk, it's not gonna work. And as we turn on the screen here, so we switch across to alternative milk, So you can see here we've got it set to 58 degrees, so you want a little cooler than you would for dairy. And we've also got our steam pressure at 75, so that's going to give us more time to texture. Because of the protein balance in oat milk, you want as much time to texture as possible to get that silky finish. Another pro tip with oat milk, start with it ice cold. Like, don't start with room temperature oat milk because you want to have as long as possible to texture it. So having it cold is going to give you more time during the process. So we have the preset thing set up there. Again, we're going to set ours in between the wall and the middle of the jug, and let's let her rip. Now this machine heats up so quickly. So I think it has like a 3-second heat up from starting cold and you're already ready to go. Again, we can see that the temperature is building up here, but you can see it's taking a little longer because the steam pressure is lower. So that's giving us more time to make sure we get that super velvety texture for oat milk. Again, this vortex period for oat milk, really important because you want it breaking down those bubbles for as long as possible to make it super silky. Damn, son. One thing I like to do, I don't know if this is like a real tip or there's any science behind it. This is just anecdotally. Begin purge. But one thing I like to do with oat milk is let it sit for like 20 seconds and let that foam set on the top and then give it a swirl. And for me, it makes it super velvety, or I feel like it really helps with the texture when you pour. I mean, this looks, do you want to come have a look at this, cameraman?
It looks like normal milk.
Yeah, it looks paint-like. All right, let's give it a pour and see how we go. That is glossy as. This might actually look better than the dairy.
Yes, more.
It's pretty tasty. Also, oat milk, the best of the alternative milks. You heard it here first. People who drink soy milk are just millennials like my age who grew up on it, so they're just used to the taste. If you're starting an alternative milk journey and you're a young person, no one's picking soy. And now for the moment of truth, the automatic steaming, the hands-free steaming, does it work? Now you can't have me do it. You've seen that I'm a pro. We need someone with so few brain cells that anything they look at just breaks. Let's bring in cameraman Sam.
It's me.
No talking. Just you're here to steam and that's it.
Sorry.
All right. So it comes with this attachment. So are you smart enough to figure out how to add it on to our...
So.
Yep. So show the camera what you're doing. So I've got an attachment. You take off the regular stand, lift off the drip tray.
Which is full of water.
Because we've been using it, makes sense. So you lift off the drip tray and you simply just add on the riser.
Hey, editor, I'm in the other room. But isn't Sam so stupid? He's so stupid. He doesn't even know we're talking about him. What a dum-dum. Hey, what do you have to say about Sam? Yeah, exactly. Couldn't have said it better.
I was going to say something to the camera. I was like, I don't have a microphone. I was going to say, he doesn't pay me.
He doesn't pay. Please send help. All right, we've got milk. The best milk you can get. So I'll run you through it, Sam. What you need to do is let's place it on the riser before we get going. So just pull out the steam wand and place it on the riser. And then you want the steam wand fully flat.
Halfway between...
Yeah, I reckon,
Center.
yeah, you can kind of for this just go more centric.
Okay.
I think it just,
It's that easy.
you go for broke, yeah.
Okay.
So now you want to fill up the milk to the line indicated on the milk jug. So that is the one thing with this automatic steaming device. You have to steam the same amount of milk each time to get those perfect results. So if you had smaller drinks, you might be wasting a little bit of milk. But this is kind of like the amount of milk for a normal milk-based drink like a latte. Then press the button here on the right, and we're on whole milk, so you can just click the button again. And then it's set 65 degrees, 100 steam pressure, and just press the press in button.
And that's it.
That's it. Look, so it's aerating the milk now. You can see the laser in there, so it's measuring the temperature, and it does the perfect kind of routine of steaming. So it's aerating, and now that it's risen a little bit, the foam level, it's stopped letting air in, and it's just texturing and spinning now.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
So the temperature goes up fast, isn't it?
Yeah. Especially as you get to that later stage, it just starts rolling up real quick. And there we go. Look at that, Sam. You finally didn't fail at something.
He doesn't pay me, help.
I pay you the legal amount sometimes. Didn't even purge the wand, he just leaves. This guy is useless. Put me in focus. Thank you. Now, I'm gonna pour this because Even though we can get Ding Dong to do hands-free milk, we can't get him to pour great latte art. So I'll do that. Let's have a look here. That might actually be better texture than the first one that I did by myself.
I think it is. I think it's a 10.
Okay, well, I got out-steamed by the auto steaming. I do say that to people a lot though, when they're steaming milk. Keep your milk jug as still as possible once you find the sweet spot. That's probably, out of machines that have auto steaming at the moment, it doesn't have the flexibility of picking your amount of milk. But in terms of the quality of like that one amount of milk, that is spot on. I don't think you can get much better than that by doing it by hand. Also, little tidbit of a fact coming in, when you steam milk hot, the texture is actually going to, because of the way that the fat and the protein bind together when you steam it, is going to be silkier than when you texture it cold. And also the perceived sweetness moves up when you texture hot. So when you have like a hot steamed milk, it's actually going to taste sweeter in the cup. So in summary, I mean, technology-wise, it's pretty incredible. I love that you can adjust the temperature, the steam pressure, the type of milk you're using. The quality of the milk and the steam pressure is probably the closest to commercial that I've seen on a home machine. And the hands-free is great, especially if a lot of people find steaming milk difficult. So this makes one of the best hands-free auto milks that I've seen on the market so far today. But who's it for? My first thing is this goes really well with espresso, but if you have an espresso machine, you probably already have a steam wand. Now, don't get me wrong, this is probably better than those steam wands, but unless you're like loaded or really want that auto steaming, I don't know if you're going to go around and splash out the cash to get the standalone one. But Morning also make a pod machine, so great for that. Great for manual brewers like Flair and all that kind of thing. It's fantastic. And also I had to stop and think outside of my espresso realm and go, hot chocolates, matcha, chai tea. This is great for those kind of people that don't want espresso in their home, but now they can get a steam one so they can make really high quality cafe standard drinks at home, especially with cost of living. If you're going out and buying a chai latte, did I say chai tea before? People will roast me for that. I'm going to say chai latte. I know I'm saying TT. Don't get in the comments about it. Going out and buying a matcha or a chai latte every day, this is going to make just as good as a cafe at home. So yeah, if I had an espresso machine, would I go and splurge out on one? No, unless I really sucked at steaming milk and I was really rich. But any of the other facets, this machine is incredible and makes a really high quality product. So yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoy me steaming milk for the last 20 minutes. I loved it. Sam, we had Sam come in. Don't speak, quiet. He was here, but you know, quiet. So don't put me out of focus. That's it. You know all the things to do. Like, subscribe, hit me in the comments. Yeah, let me know if you want to see anything else soon. I like that the subscribe bell is a bell because I can just be like, ding that bell. Coffee, yo. Sam, I'm tired. Can you come and point at the videos? I don't want to do it. You're doing it wrong. Have some pizzazz. Get out. Can't even point at a video. Hey, up here. This one's great. Down here as well. That's it. Why am I getting carrots? What? Oh, to point. He's saying to point at it. Like I'm a air traffic controller. Is this how they direct the reindeers when they're coming for Christmas? That would actually be amazing. No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to do that. Oh my God. So hard to find good help. So yeah.